I just want you to take the time out right now to realize that everything happened for your good. Everything is not out to get you. Even though we feel like everything is out to get us when we are going through so much, I feel it, I get it. A lot of people say, 2020 was a bad year. But my question is, what was right about 2020? You're looking at a man that has seizures and stutters and takes 17 pills a day to stay alive. This is TMP Enterprize podcast, where we talk about connecting to our natural self, connecting to the essence of self, connecting to life, period. All aspects of life. The ugly, the bad, the sad, the pretty, the gorgeous, all that good stuff. I'm going to be referring my followers as TMPs. TMP is the motivational producer. And I am TMP, the motivational producer, and you are TMP, the motivational producer for your life and your goals and your dreams. I told people in the beginning of the year, it's time to work on self. That was 2020's situation. It's time to focus on self. 2020 is about vision. Look at 2020 and the pandemic and, the Black Lives Matter, the COVID-19, all these things to be a bad thing, but it wasn't so bad. This was your time to learn how to deal with what you already got and making it work. 2020 was a year to where you learn how to figure out self. 2020 was a year for you to, learn how to cope with certain things. Like for me, for instance, I lost my pops. This was the time for me to learn how to deal with loss. This year was a time for me to get close to my children because I had to do homeschool. It made me realize how much my kids go through. This was a time for us to see how the world really works. A lot of people have been asleep under a rock for years and years and years. 2020 was the biggest test of all time. 2020 was a beautiful year, I feel like. It gave you a chance to get close to people that you're supposed to be close to. Friends that you thought you had ain't no longer your friends because COVID-19 just fucked that up. Focus on people that you love and care about. This year, if you didn't know how to love this year you have started to appreciate the word love and care. You appreciate washing your hands. You appreciate taking care of things that are yours. You appreciate cleaning up the fucking house. You appreciate that now. You appreciate your children and what they go through every single day. You appreciate it now. Because you had to either be a homeschool parent, a teacher and a parent. That's so hard. You had to do that because school was shut down and you had to learn how to teach your kids for a change. You had to learn it. You see what I'm saying? So 2020 has taught me a whole lot. It taught me how to start a business. Even though I really didn't start nothing new, but I learned the ideal of business. This year, we were supposed to start something to carry over to 2021. 2020 was our practice. Getting you ready for whatever is to come. This year also should have taught you how to save fucking money. Stop spending so much fucking money. "2020 should have taught you that we have to create a business so when shit hit the fan, we still will be okay. Our business will take care of us." And strangely, but for real, we learn how to get closer to our phones and use our phones for what it's supposed to be for. Experiencing the world. Connecting to the world. Not just playing video games, not just watching TV shows, not just on social media. It's like, hey, look, let me really show the world what I see. People was really using their camera for, a good reason. And I'm really happy about, how the year turned out. We went through a racist, year. We went through everything this year. So if you thought that racism, riots, police brutality, the political side, money, getting sick, you thought that wasn't real, today it's real. You know that this year taught you that all this shit can really happen. We had to go through this. We had to. Because we've been spoiled all our life. Spoiled. Everything has been going good for people that have never experienced nothing. For teenagers that never experienced something that's so dramatic, so tragic. They finally experienced it. For the adults that thought it was a game. They thought it was play. They woke. They woke. People that thought that their immune system wasn't important. People started eating more plant-based, eating more vegan, because they're like, you know what? In order to fight this virus, I got to eat healthy. They learned that your immune system is a great thing to have. People started really understanding how important family was. Because we build relationships based off of business. That's all we do. And no matter what you say, when you go to work, you build a friendship with people you do business with. And your family member is a part of their business, then they become your friend. Off the top. Because America is ran off of business and money and, profit. If we are making money together, we can be friends. That's just how 2020 has taught us. But that's not so much the case. We saw how America came together for one cause. We saw that, and that's the beautiful thing about it. People don't even catch that. We had a glimpse of what the world would look like if we all could stick together. All my life, I was like, how am I going to react to one of my parents, one of my close relatives, dying? All my life, I ain't gonna even cap. But I never knew that would be my daddy. I never thought that. I would never have thought that in a million years. I would never thought that I would lose the person that told me to get married. My mother-in-law. I would never thought that. If you are helping someone or loving someone, 2020 was your year. Because you know what, hey, look, I already want to, do this, but I never had the time to do it because I had to work. Now I'm off. And all I have to do is take care of my family. Not just financially, mentally, physically, emotionally. Yeah. I know we had some fucked up times that we can count on, because we need like a lot of hands to count how much bullshit we went through this year. But I'm not going to focus on the bullshit. This the year that the generations have collided together. The generations have collided together. TikTok. I got a chance to be in a TikTok with my niece, which is 11, 12. I got a chance to experience Minecraft and Fortnite with my children and Roblox. Tap into their world. And a lot of people have done the same thing. We getting back to the basics. I want people this year to really understand, like, stop only looking at the negative. The negative is obvious. And I want to tell you a secret. The negative is always the distraction. The negative is always the distraction. Trump was a distraction. COVID-19 was a distraction. My pops died, and, me and my auntie is focused on, how to, what I'm saying? How are we going to pay for this funeral? We ain't thinking about him no more. We like, hey, how are we going to pay for the funeral? Like, fuck all that. Now, maybe in one's perspective, 2020 was the worst year of their life. I get it. But it wasn't so bad. Because you made it through 2020 to 2021, then you are blessed. You should praise. You should be thankful. You should be appreciative. "2020 has not been so bad after all. It's just a year of appreciation, like the things you have appreciated. Now the things and the traits and skills that you have learned this year should be carried over into 2021. You're supposed to work on the business and work on your craft to get some shit ready, get some shit popping. So when 2021 came, you can carry that shit over and make it happen. 2021 was all about trial and error. Like, let me try this out, 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 try this out. See, if that work, that don't work. Try this out. See, that work, that don't work. Try this out, this work, bet. Let's keep going. I have did my own new videos, green screen. And it was a perfect time for me to do green screen because everybody else was doing fake green screen. So while they're working on their fake green screen, I can be working on, my real one. And my real one may look like the fake one because it's, it's a fake green screen. So mine, I'm working on mine. So mine may look fake, but at the beginning of it. But as I perfect it, I'm going to get better and better at it. So then when 2021 comes out, I put a video out, it's going to look better than the fake green screen. You see what I'm saying? That's what I have learned. I started a podcast. Never in a million years did I think that I would start a podcast. I've been talking about it for years, but never started because I didn't have, I guess, the time. Shit, you at home all day long. You ain't no choice but to start, make some shit happen. What, you bored? Nah, you ain't bored. Just find something to do. that's productive. And work on that the whole year, despite of all the shit that's going on. Despite of that. Don't put yourself in position of hate when you can also be appreciative to things that are going good for yourself. So when you think of 2020, you probably think of, all the shit that went wrong. But guess what? Wasn't you the one at home just watching TV, watching the good show that came out? Wasn't you the one sitting on the couch eating new snacks? Wasn't you the one learning how to cook? Wasn't you the one that did that? Wasn't that you? Did you appreciate working out at home? Did you do that? Some people really needed to sit down and just let it marinate and focus on what's real. Like, we've been living a fairy tale our life. Go to work, go home, pay bills. Go to work, come home, pay bills. Go to work, make a business, pay bills. That's all we've been doing. Like, and all the shit between that. Some people need to come home and just like, no, well, hold on. What am I paying for? You started seeing more things wrong with your crib. Oh shoot, I got a leak here, I gotta fix that sink, gotta fix that toilet, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix that, gotta make sure that's going okay. Because we just going to pay for shelter. We ain't really just invested in what we paying for. You dig what I'm saying? But 2020 wasn't so bad. The retail, the marketing, the online, Amazon, Walmart, CVS, HEB, Target, all these stores and people that handled, material things. They made a killing this year. In 2020, they made a killing. So the employees that worked at these places had to do overtime, get all these money racked up. People that was, in the medical field, overtime, racking up. The tech industry, everybody at home, guess what? Give them more tech, racking up. Video games. Oh shit. Video games. Oh yeah. They at home bored. I finna start making more games. Racking up. People learn how to tap into stocks, Bitcoin. I slept on Cash App. PayPal is my shit. But Cash App got something that no other company has that I know of. Stocks. And you can just do it right there from the app with no entry fee. All you gotta do is sign up and make it happen. The podcast platforms has racked up. Everybody want to talk now. Everybody want to speak now about what they're going through. They racking up. Last year looked like a gold mine. And people that was working, never took time off. Never took a day off in their whole entire life. Finally learned how it feels to be free. To come home and just enjoy themselves. Enjoy their fucking family. Even though we lost a lot of celebrities, those celebrities we lost brought us together. Those family members that we lost brought us back to the family. See what I'm saying? Like, the kids not being able to go to school brought us closer to, the kids. We have gained power back. No matter how you look at it, we have gained power back. We're learning how to be human. Remember I said the human experience is experiencing everything that a human is supposed to experience. You don't have to experience certain things to know that it's real, but some people need to experience it at first hand to know that it's real. I was one of those people like, know what, COVID-19 ain't shit. They capping. That was, in the beginning, like they tripping. You know what I'm saying? They tripping. Then my other brain, like, let's not put our energy towards COVID-19 and put our energy on the solution, which is to stay healthy so that you won't catch COVID-19. Wash your fucking hands. Wash your clothes. Put a fucking mask on. Protect yourself at all time like you in a boxing ring. Protect yourself. Don't worry about nothing else. Okay, cool. Okay, they going through that. I'm going through this. But they're living in fear. God said, thou not live in fear. Walk by faith, not by sight. So what you see is not what you get. Walk by faith. Things you can't see is what's real. Didn't God say in Matthew chapter 6, do not worry about nothing. Do the birds worry about what they're going to eat? They say only the strong survive, and the weak shall perish. But this year has taught us when the weak is being weak, the strong will strengthen the weak. I have not talked to my family as much as I have this year. I talked to them so much this year. How you doing? You all right? You got that shit? Nah, you got that. I ain't got that shit. Okay, cool, bad. I'm glad you ain't got that shit. Cool. And you just understand how many blessings. Like, people got new children this year. Like that's a blessing. People got new businesses this year. That's a blessing. People learned about themselves this year. That's a blessing. And when you count your blessings, start really understanding, okay, bet, this is a great fucking year. I got a chance to ride on a plane, which I was scared, by myself this year. To Alabama, Dothan, Alabama. I got a chance to see where my roots came from. Even though my daddy died, there was a time for me to get to know my family. My other side of the family. My first time ever doing that. Even though the situation was a fucked up situation, it still was a beauty in that. So when we say 2020 was fucked up, tell me how. Can't only focus on the bad things that happen. There's a good in the struggle. There's good in the struggle. When you get to the point in your life to where you like, the things I don't like, the things that don't serve me, I'm not going to give no energy towards it at all. I don't care what it is. I'm not going to give no energy towards it. Then you're going to be okay, because you know what? Even though I don't like this person, there's no point in me even using those words to give them energy. I'm going to put my energy into things that serve me for me. Dig what I'm saying? So I want to congratulate everybody that got to 2021 with all their faculties. People that made a little more money than last year. People who got a chance to tap into a diet. Not a diet, I mean a lifestyle, going vegan or you know what I'm saying, just keeping clean and learning how to keep healthy. Congratulations to the parents that put their kids first. This was the parents' job to step up and be parents. Okay, kids, so what we gonna do? Boom, 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 boom. Thank God for the doctors that helped people that was on the verge of dying. Thank you. We needed you this year. Thank you for the teachers that during a pandemic, they still went to school and did what they went to school for, which is teach. Thank God for the people that was around the clock on the news just telling us information that they could tell us. Thank God for those people. Just thank God for a lot of things, because it could have been worse. Like, it could have been worse. We all watch Bird Box. We all, watch all these movies where, the pandemic hit and we had to take cover. See how God show you how to move in a pandemic. That's the beautiful thing about COVID-19, about the pandemic. They have never experienced something of this magnitude. That's why I watch movies, because it's a message in that. And all year, all we could do was sit home and watch movies with our family. If you just watch movies for entertainment, you lost them. You lost. If you didn't take notes on the movies, you lost. Not the music. The music wasn't really like a pivotal moment. It wasn't. It was the movies and TV shows that really taught you something. Of course, the news, but the hidden gems inside these movies, God, I love that shit. So it's just, this year was not so bad. I want you to start looking at the things at different perspective. Both sides, the good side and the bad side. Not just look at the negative and say, you know what? Fuck this shit. Fuck this. Fuck this place. Fuck this thing. Fuck this person. Don't just write it off instantly, but still have your mind set on what you want. But it's like, what do you see as good? Like, what's good about it? Like, I remember, people always ask, like, what's wrong with you? What's the problem with you? Like, what's the issue with you? And like, nah, don't ask me that question only. What's good with me? People always asking what's wrong with it. What like saying what's wrong with it. Like what's right? What's going on with that? But the deep question that we need to start tapping into is, what's right with it? They might say, you know what, hey, 2020 was the fucked up year. Okay, I can take that. Take that. But what was right with 2020? Talk about that. I want to give one last scenario real quick, just to kind of get your mind going just a little bit. When 9/11 happened, the plane crashed into the buildings, right? A lot of people died. We know that. That's the bad part about it. But the good part about that is the people that didn't have no work, they got a chance to rebuild those towers. They got a chance to rebuild that. And guess what? Their family is square business. People that had to care for the people that got hurt and didn't die, the doctors and nurses made more money that year. So when you look at, those things like, damn, even though I got in a car accident, somebody just hit the lottery. So it really wasn't a fucked up day. It fucked up for me, but not fucked up for everybody else. You see what I'm saying? So you just think about these things, you think about it, and you just go on in your mind like, damn, that was a bad year to some people. Things we gotta look at more clearer. It's a lot of things that we sleep on that we need to start waking up about. A lot of things. I know it's hard because, we're not taught to do that. So my question to you again, not what's wrong with 2020. What was right with 2020? So I just want y'all to understand, I love life. I love it. You should love it too. All my TMPs should love life and love being a motivational producer for their life. I want to be a motivational producer to help you get to where you want to be. Because this is my calling. I also have another podcast with my cousin, Kevin Hall. Mr. Better Me, Better You. It's called the Blood Brothers Podcast. That's more of a dive into the way I grew up, my culture, the background of where I came from. This podcast is basically more in depth. But I want you to have a marvelous, extravagant day. And don't forget to grow like grass in the spring. Don't give up. Don't give in. Have a marvelous, extravagant day and be safe. See you next podcast. See you next episode. Have a wonderful day.
I need you to like, share, and comment. Have a marvelous, extravagant day. TMP, the Motivational Producer.